met
چطورین؟
all of these lovely people.
حالت چطوره؟
Good morning. Good morning.
That's a very strange kind of cow I have not seen before. I'm really struggling to breathe in here. Every single gas station that I have seen so far has been closed and sold out. This is gonna be a madhouse. Good morning. So now we are in this beautiful mountain location. I arrived here late at night, so I couldn't see anything, and I was looking for a long time for a place to camp. And then I saw these. And it turns out it's the first night and the first time actually that I've seen adventure bike riders in Iran, and they are Iranian. And believe it or not, this is a 250, because you cannot have bigger engine than 250 in Iran legally. So even these huge bikes are 250cc, which is crazy. And then I met
چطورین؟
all of these lovely people.
حالت چطوره؟
Good morning. Good morning.
We say yaşasın.
Yaşasın filme bakanlar.
It is practice your Persian time.
یه نفر از این چیزا گفتش یاشاسین.
An amazing breakfast.
So it's super nice to finally meet some people who also ride bikes.
Thank you.
Welcome to Iran.
Welcome to عربی.
Welcome to Arab.
Wow. I have said goodbye to my new friends, and now all these clouds came. Let's try to get up and have a look from the top. How pretty is this? Look at that. That's a very strange kind of cow I have not seen before. Let's find some food, and then I think I want to get somewhere where I can rest today, find like a guest house or a little hotel or something, because I have managed to hurt my hand. I think yesterday when I dropped the bike coming up here, there was a car in front of me in like a really steep gravel section. My battery was dead, so I was not recording, sadly, and it was too steep and too loose for me to manage to hold the bike. So I dropped the bike in like a really nasty place. So this is Lake Sooha. There's not a lot of lake left at this part of the summer, it would appear. The locals are quite brave. They go into really horrible places with cars that I wouldn't think is a good idea to go there with. My original plan was to come here last night, and then I got here really late. I really wanted to swim because I desperately need a shower. And when I had a look at the water at night, I don't think so. And then I found a really nice place to camp. But 3 cars around me decided that about 10 p.m. is a good time to start partying, and it did not look like I was about to be able to sleep there for a very long time. I'm not a big fan of doing this in nature. On the other hand, if I'm to be fair to them, this is Iran. You can't really throw much of a party in the city. I guess especially if they want to have a drink, they make their homemade alcohol. I guess if you were to have a loud dancing party in the city, probably the police will come. They will test you for alcohol, and if you test positive, a friend of mine told me one of his friends got caught like this, drinking at a house party. It's 80 lashes. His back is permanently disfigured and scarred to a crazy extent. I guess that's why they party up here. The chances that police is going to come this way are probably very low. Maybe, buddy, look where you're going. I was about to say good day, Mr. Cow. Then I realized how silly that would be, since, well, cow is probably not a mister. I'm not far from the sea. I'm on the opposite side of the mountains leading to Caspian Sea. I did have a great time, though the injury is worrying. I've injured my wrist pretty severely climbing like a year and a half ago, and it keeps sort of coming back. 2 days I've managed to drop my bike 3 times. Hi. Good, hi. See the way they're insulating their houses against sun is they putting sort of aluminum foil on the sides, and this it covers a lot of the roofs. You can see it a little bit, but there's a reflective foil on all of the roofs to stop the houses from heating up so much. Oh no, this is not good. I can smell the fumes from here. I'm really struggling to breathe in here. You can probably see the amount of smoke in here. Carbon monoxide poisoning, here we go. There's a lot of excitement about being in a tunnel. A lot of screaming, yelling, hollering, honking. There's definite lack of oxygen. Ooh, that was bad. That was really bad. My eyes are watery. You can buy. It looks like this is the place to buy carpets, also to buy a lot of toys. Apparently you can get dolls, dogs, and a carrot. A unicorn, the national animal of Scotland. That was very kind. I don't know why, but there's some sort of a huge traffic jam. fruit. Fruit would be nice. It reminds me I am very, very hungry. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Apparently these two girls are making friends. Look at that. They're just like, hi person I don't know, let's talk. Oh, and she's not getting the feedback she wants. Look at that sad face. Or she's sick of being stuck in traffic. One of those. Okay, supposedly Google has a solution. Let's see how badly that ends up. Whenever Google has a solution in these places, it's not a good idea to follow. Just coming down from all the way up there, and you can feel it getting hotter and hotter. I'll give you an idea of what happens when there are people. This is about the 5th group now, and so sometimes it's difficult to get food.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There's the most people in there. Finally, slowly arriving at the seaside. The traffic is insane. It's as if half of Iran was migrating here. What the fuck are you doing? As I was saying with the Google Maps, I've asked Google Maps to take me to a restaurant that's on the beachfront in this town. Apparently, this is the best way to get there. Dear Google, I don't think so. So, that worked out. It's like a long holiday weekend in Iran. As I'm passing through the nearby city, I figured I'd stop here and film this. It's kinda fascinating way of camping, so many people together. This is the local beach. So apparently the day that they were coming down here from Tehran, normally this trip takes about 4 hours. But the traffic was so bad that it took 10. I think the plan now is to find breakfast, find petrol, because I don't have a lot left. So this looks like maybe there's a petrol station coming up. There are some pretty huge queues. That is crazy. That is really crazy. I am not convinced that this is going to get better anywhere anytime soon. In fact, it might get worse. Wow. I think the plan now definitely is to find petrol and get out of this region. That is just too crazy. It explains all the huge queues that I've been seeing on the mountain roads and everywhere, just tons and tons of traffic, endless. This is also what my friend warned me about, that all the historical places or all the attractions are going to be insanely mobbed with people. One of the madhouse gas stations at the moment. and it looks like there's been a bit of a gap, so I've managed to squeeze in without having to wait for an hour to get gas. But you still need them to put in the card, because I'm not local. You're supposed to have a card that you put in that activates the machine. If you are not local, they have to put in the card, and the price is about double. But that's still like 50 cents, 50 euro cents for a full tank, so it's cheaper than water. I've seen a couple of them, a couple of gas stations that were sold out and just blocked off, and I really hope that this is not the last of the petrol that they have. Oh no, not yet. I think it stopped working. Okay, so by the looks of it, there's some sort of rationing, because it gave me 7 liters only. So now he's done something, and now I think I can get another 7 liters, which should be more than enough for me. Okay. How much? For the next 400k. That's a problem resolved, and a huge relief, because the amount of gas stations that were out of gas was staggering. And then some of them, like even this one, had a huge line, 150 cars waiting in the line to get fuel. I have decided to circle around the statue. Is it just me, or does this guy have this sort of position if I am on the toilet? I've been awake for over 3 hours, and being awake for that long without food, I am like, my hunger. Hopefully there's gonna be a place that can make me an omelette. And I think I've spotted a breakfast place. Certainly it does look like people eating, which means I will be getting food here. Salam. Do you have breakfast? Yeah, something like this, please. The good thing is that chai and omelette are universal, so they always know what that is. And food, finally. And this is new. They give me some spices and things to put in my tea. This is sugar. This is how they serve sugar. Usually everything is very sweet here. It's very frequent to see people just put a sugar cube in their mouth and drink the tea with it. And they can eat like 5 of them with this tiny cup of tea. So they like sugar here a lot. And they're very surprised when I don't want it. I think they misunderstood me a little bit when I said I wanted an omelette, because this is what I got, which is like good enough for 2 people at least. Well, I guess I will have a very late dinner today and lunch. Yeah, every single gas station that I have seen so far, except for one, since morning, like since I found fuel, has been closed and sold out. How are all these people gonna get home? I think there's gonna be a lot of vehicles blocking the road when they run out of petrol. This is gonna be a madhouse. To give you an idea, we have just passed a sign that says that in 1 kilometer there is a fuel pump. We have passed that sign about 200 meters ago, and this, my friends, is a line for fuel. all of these cars are waiting to get petrol. There's a petrol station here that apparently does have something. And the heat is killing me, and I mean killing me. I'm sweating buckets because it's not only hot, it's super humid, and I mean super humid. I've got nothing to give you, little girl. I'm sorry. So it looks like we've got another petrol station that has fuel. All of these cars, they are not parking. Interesting. And we are not finished. Wow. If all of these people are without fuel, this is crazy. This is really, really, really crazy. And there's always someone who decides to do something like this. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. It looks like there's police also. There's tons of people trying to get fuel in bottles. Insane. Stay there, stay there, stay. Fucker. And is this a traffic line or a petrol line? Or both? Both. Finally, a bit of wind. Looks like they are hit. This is pretty normal, by the way. He's literally missing the whole exhaust. I've seen it on a bunch of cars. Whether I will ever make it to Tehran. Because there are no lights, you have cars trying to come in from either direction. They don't really care about road rules, as you can see. Go in the opposite direction, no problem. And it is too slow, so it is necessary to take the second lane also. And yes, that is the lane where normally oncoming traffic is. I have not seen an accident yet, though we've only just kind of started on this mad part of the adventure. Once the traffic loosened up a bit, presumably all of the traffic is going in the direction of Tehran, or almost all of it. But yeah, I think there is going to be an accident at some point somewhere today, for sure. Because they simply don't care. And I think that is police on the right side over there. And they're just chilling. If they did start policing the traffic violations, they would have to arrest half of the country. So, presumably, that is why they don't do it. Yeah, they love tunnels. I mean, I know bikers everywhere love tunnels, right? It's like the gif of what normal people see, and there's a tunnel. And then there's what bikers see, and there is a concert hall. But in Iran, it's not just bikers, it's everybody just having a good time. How beautiful are these mountains? Look at that! Ooh, I would love to go climbing here. It looks like even the 2 lanes might not be enough anymore. Still no accidents. I wonder whether maybe the government just went like, okay, let's close the road in that direction. We don't do signs in Iran. We only do road. Otherwise it's too slow. And I would really like to stop for some food and ideally some ice cream. So after endless amount of tunnels, I think this place is really giving even Norway a run for its money in terms of tunnels. I am about half an hour from Tehran now. I'm still sort of figuring out where exactly am I staying in Tehran. So I'm not sure whether I am supposed to or not supposed to pay tolls, but I'm just gonna ride through. It looks like it's fine. So presumably bikes don't have to pay. I hope. Come to Tehran. This city is, or should be, fairly new from what I remember. It's about 12 million people. So that's what, twice the population of Scotland? But mostly I am here for the Afghanistan visa. Outside of that, I'm not even sure that I would go to Tehran, because there is not a huge amount that interests me that I know of. I'm sure that there's gonna be loads, but mostly I am curious about the old historical places in southern Iran, and about all the natural places. Whereas Tehran is a new city. I would really like to stop somewhere for a while, just get myself organized. And I'm trying to stop somewhere where there is ice cream. Is that a grocery store? That is a grocery store. I have found ice cream. It's pistachio and saffron, which is a very interesting flavor. Quite pleased with it. Now I just have to figure out where am I sleeping and where am I keeping my stuff. Hi.